So in today's video, I am going to be sharing 10 things under $10 or under 7,500 if you live in Nigeria that completely changed my life. Hey loves, welcome back again to my channel. My name is Valerie and this is your first time here. You are so welcome. And if you are returning, hey girl, what's up? I want to start off by saying Happy New Year because I feel like I haven't sat down in front of the camera and said Happy New Year to you guys. We hit 13K subscribers last year and that was such a huge win because I was just looking to get to 10 and for somehow we grew and that exceeded my expectations. And I'm so happy and thankful for your support and I cannot wait to see how much we grow this year. So stay tuned because I am going to keep putting out content. I'm trying to publish at least 4 videos in a month because between everything that I have going on, that's the way that we could have a dedicated schedule. So without yapping too much, let's get right into today's video. I am going to be sharing 10 things under $10 that completely changed my life, and these things are such simple things but they make all the difference. So let's get into the video. The first one is a financial expense tracker. Guys, I know that I do share finance tips. So one of the things that I've struggled with the most is budgeting. I don't know how to create and keep to budget, but I purchased this financial tracker from the Tassel Planner. I'm going to link it down in the description box, and it's made tracking my finances so easy. And the truth is that tracking your finances is not something that you will look forward to because it's such a tasking, daunting process. But one of the things that have helped me so far is setting a reminder, like a recurring event on my calendar for a specific day and time in the week or bi-weekly, that I go to my finance tracker and I go through my bank apps and I update everything. If you're not tracking your finances in 2023, you should do that because you need to know what you're spending on and you need to know where your money is going so that all the other saving, investments, starting a business that you want to do, you have the money and the resources to do it. So the next thing on the $10 that changed my life is a satin pillowcase, guys. Let me tell you people something. Get it in white and it already matches with your bedding. There's so many fun colors. Satin pillowcases will make sure that you have good sleep. And if you have the money to spare, you can take it up a notch and get real silk. You will have the most luxurious sleep. But the reason why I actually love satin pillowcases the most is beyond the good benefits it has for your skin, is actually for my hair, because sometimes I get so tired and I'm like, you know what, I want to go to bed. I don't feel like putting anything on my hair. And you know that as a 4C hair girly, that is such a bad idea because in the morning you would regret it and you'll pay for it. But now with a satin pillowcase, I think I can get away with not wearing a silk scarf to bed once in a while. Because even like for your skincare, cotton fabrics usually take away. One of the very weird things I actually do is that when I do, like at night, I do this. I sleep on my palm so that all my skincare doesn't go into like the cotton pillowcase. But with the satin pillowcase, it's not going to suck up as much moisture. But honestly, if you can, sleep on your back because that way you don't have, there's something, I can't remember what it's called. In fact, never mind. Let's move on to item number 3. The third item that I feel like has definitely changed my life, even if it's cheap, is plants. Plants are very, very cheap, especially if you live in like Africa. You can go to the street and buy a plant from a roadside vendor. And the thing about plants is like they wake up the environment. They make your environment look more inviting. They make it look more homey, more cozy. But in addition to all of that, they help like purify the air. The air that you're breathing out is going into the plants. The plants are producing oxygen for you. It's such a cheap investment that you can make into any space. And sometimes it doesn't even have to be a big one like this one over here. It could be a small table plant that you can water and build the habit of nurturing something every day. I feel like even if you're not a plant person, everyone needs at least one plant in their home, in their environment. And if you're traveling a lot, try to get someone to water it so it doesn't die, like mine did. The fourth thing that is very cheap yet life-changing, guys, is a water bottle. And it doesn't have to be the Stanley cup. It doesn't have to be super expensive. But I've noticed that when I have a water bottle that I am constantly refilling, I tend to drink more water than when I'm picking plastic water bottles, like different ones, or when I'm maybe trying to buy like a bag of water or something. But if you have a water bottle and it allows you fill it up to a certain extent every day, and then you tell yourself that you're going to try and take 2 bottles or 3 bottles of this, that way you will notice that you're actually drinking more water than you should. And the good thing about water bottles is that you can put them in your bag, you can carry them on. So even if you maybe do not want to buy water when you're out every day, you're not thirsty. And we all know that drinking water is good for our bodies. And bonus points if you infuse them with either some lemon, some mint, some cucumber, some strawberries, because you're getting all the nutrients that your body needs. So if you struggle with drinking water, get a water bottle. Try and make sure that it's pretty if you can. And I think you'll drink more water if you're already struggling with that. The next affordable thing that I would say has changed my life, because it's made my makeup so much better. And we know the thing about doing your makeup is when you do your makeup and you feel good, you look good rather, you feel good, is a triangular powder puff for setting our under eye. I don't know why we weren't doing this before. I don't know. But honestly, ever since I have made the change and started using a triangular powder puff and setting first with the regular powder foundation and then going over it with a setting powder, my makeup game has changed a lot. I go through the day, my under eye doesn't look like it's creasing. I don't look crazy. And I look how I want to look, so it makes me feel confident. And it's a very cheap investment. It's a very cheap upgrade. So if you can, you should definitely do that. The next item on my list of things that have improved my life is a tongue scraper. So maybe this portion of this video we're focusing a little bit on hygiene, but a tongue scraper will change your life. I'm not sure why or who made us think that using a toothbrush to brush your tongue is enough. The way to get good dental hygiene is, first of all, floss. And then after flossing, use the tongue scraper and scrape your tongue. And then after scraping with the tongue scraper, you can choose to oil pull or do a mouthwash, whichever one you like. And then after doing that, you can now go in and brush your teeth. Now, all the steps you've done before getting into the place that you brush your teeth has already helped in reducing the amount of impurities and whatnot in your mouth. So you would actually have really good dental hygiene that is going to last fresh all through the day. So all these things mentioned in this video, I don't think that they're expensive. That's the flossing, the tongue scraper, the toothbrush, the mouthwash or coconut oil or whatever oil or cod liver oil, whatever you like. Yes, it's a very small thing, but when your mouth is healthy, it helps you be healthier. So you should definitely be investing in these. The next item on the list of things under $10 that have changed my life are pimple patches. I know lots of people think that pimple patches don't work, they don't do anything. But as someone who struggled with acne, this year I had active acne everywhere. Hurting acne that I always wanted to pick and pop because they were hurting me. Pimple patches have been so life-changing. Because when you get a good pimple patch, a lot of them are infused with certain things that allow maybe, say, the pus to be pulled out of the acne easily without hurting your skin or breaking it or tugging at your skin. So if you're someone who maybe you're dealing with acne and your acne is scarring a lot, you have a lot of dark spots and things like that, invest in pimple patches. So when you have a pimple and it's maybe ripe, or sometimes I feel like, I don't know if it's in my head, but sometimes I feel that the pimple patches help my pimples even ripen faster. So invest in this and you'd see that because you are dealing with lesser dark spots, you don't have to always buy a new skincare product. You don't always have to do the most to take care of your skin, because you're preventing it from getting to the place where you now need to do all that work. So if you haven't invested in a pimple patch, you should get one today. I like the CosRX one, and I like the one from Uncover. These are the two brands of pimple patches that I have used. Although I feel like I prefer the one from Uncover, but do try it and see what works for you. This next point I'm about to share with you is hurry if you have an iPhone though, and it's going to improve your life. And these are iPhone focus modes. And it's so crazy that I think a lot of people just use the already programmed one by Apple, but people don't actually know that you can tweak this to help with your own productivity. As a person who has become self-aware, you know yourself, you know your limits, you know what distracts you. So you should be leveraging the iPhone focus modes to be more productive. And ever since I started doing that, my life has changed. My sleep has gotten better. I'm a lot more focused during work hours because I'm not being distracted by my devices. And on Sunday, when I need some time to focus on me for my Sunday reset, I'm able to do this because it kind of doesn't allow anyone apart from like a few people reach me. So I feel like it is so perfect. Thank you, Apple, for making this. But it's one of the most helpful productivity tools. And it's one of the things that if you're trying to make your phone work for you rather than you being enslaved to your phone, then you should be using the iPhone focus mode. The next thing on my list of 10 things under $10 that has changed my life is, I would say, plug in wall diffuser. So I think Yankee Candle has some, Bath and Body Works has some, and I know that some people would say it's not healthy to always inhale these things or whatever, but if you ever want your home to smell nice or smell in a certain way, you can actually use those or burn candles, or even better and more eco-friendly, use essential oils. So you can create a blend of essential oils that you like and sprinkle these around your home. Because the thing is that when your home has like a really nice, welcoming, inviting scent, it makes you feel like you're at a hotel or like you're in a good place, even if you're not. And it's a very simple, cheap thing that could completely elevate your life. And I know some people say that there's a home smell. Like, I don't think that should be a thing. So either you do that, or even if you even want to be more cost effective, take like clementines, oranges, pineapples, and maybe some mint, some rosemary, and you can boil it and allow it to simmer. And as that is boiling, it fills up the entire environment and makes your home smell really nice, inviting, and welcoming. The last and final thing on my list that is cheap and has changed my life is actually satin scrunchies. I have one on my hair right now. So satin or silk scrunchies. And I used to use the regular hair ties, but I just recently realized that they've been breaking my hair. And if you're wondering why your hair is not growing as much as you want it to grow, or you're not retaining length, it could be some of the practices that you're doing while caring for your hair. So ever since I switched from those regular hair ties to the silk or satin ones, when I take off my hair tie, it's not breaking my hair. I have braids on now, so you might say that it doesn't apply, but I have started wearing my hair out often, and I've noticed that making that little switch has really changed my life, because my hair is not breaking out anymore. I don't have hair all over the place. Although in addition to the satin scarf, another thing that I try to do is use a good protein treatment. And you can get the ORS one, the ORS protein treatment. I think it's about 6,000 Naira at most. That's under $10. And you can use that, say, weekly on your hair as well. So that's another thing that I have done in addition to switching to satin or silk scrunchies to make sure that my hair is healthy. So that's it, loves. We have come to the end of this video. I really hope that you enjoy it. One of the things that I want us to focus on this channel is really working on becoming the best versions of ourselves. So I'm going to continue to share tips and tricks from my everyday life and things that I have discovered that have helped me do this with you, and I hope you find it useful. If you haven't subscribed, this is the point where I will give you a moment to click the subscribe button, and hopefully I see you in my next video. Have an amazing week.